thing sits good. Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's video is going to be kind of a short one, but it's going to be an update on Prism Mic and what I have going on. I'm getting ready to head back to the shop and we'll go over some things. I got a lot of good news and a lot of big things coming for this year. Been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, so I'm gonna get back to the shop and I'll break it down for you guys. Alright, so now we're in the shop. I got a few things to go over with you guys. The first thing is that we have a new motor for Prism Mic sitting here. This motor is fresh out of the junkyard. It is a 6-liter LS. It's a Gen 3 motor. It has Gen 4 rods in it. It came out of a 2006 Silverado 2500. This motor is going to be great for the application. Prism Mic is getting turbocharged. So, with that being said, these Gen 4 rods will handle the boost that I need, and this thing's going to clean up really nice. The truck did run when it was purchased by the guy that makes all the purchases for the salvage yard. I ran into him while I was out there scoping it out, and he was like, yeah man, this truck ran, I heard it run, there wasn't anything super alarming sounding to it, you know, nothing knocking or anything like that. So that was a great buy right there. I turned it over before I bought it just to make sure that it kind of felt smooth, you know, and yeah, this is going to be great. This is what I need to make more power, and it'll help with the turbo. I'll explain that here in a few minutes, but I was originally, I think when I bought this turbo that I have for Prism Mic, but I was going to use the 5.3, I was going to reuse that motor and rebuild it for this turbo. Well, now this bigger motor will be able to spool that up a lot better. So we're doing great there. Motor's a little crusty, I know, it doesn't look that great, but it's a junkyard motor, so it'll get cleaned up, it'll work great, and it'll make a lot of power. Alright guys, so what I have on the table in front of me is a bunch of my parts for this new motor and this new setup on Prism Mic. I've been acquiring these parts over the last couple of weeks. I still have a lot of things on the way, and I still have some things that I need to order. But for right now, we're going to go over what I have in front of me. So starting with some of the smaller boxes, get them out of the way. This first one is a Moroso line lock kit. I've had this for about a year now, probably, and I just haven't put it on the truck yet, but that's going to help me with my burnouts before I start making some passes. Second thing I have on the table, Scoggin Dickey LS7 lifters. These guys order a bunch of these lifters at a time, and there's some good quality lifters from what I've heard. I also know a couple of people that are running them in their trucks and cars, so I hit them up and was like, hey, how do you like them? They like them pretty good. That works for me. The next thing that we have is a VS Racing brand, both of them, the wastegate and blow-off valve. I ordered these from VS Racing because I kind of tossed around the idea of, like, you know, getting some really expensive stuff, and I've kind of been told that some people wish that they wouldn't have gone so expensive because a lot of the stuff isn't much different. I don't know how true that is or not. We're going to try it out, so we went with some of the stuff that's just not as much money up front, but that's okay. So there's the wastegate, and here's the blow-off valve. This is going to be essential to what we have going on. If you follow me on Instagram, or or Facebook, Joey Ray Vineyard, then you'll have already known that I have Prism Mike's new power adder. Well, here it is, because I haven't revealed it on YouTube yet. I have here a 85, and this thing's kind of heavy too. This is an 85 millimeter turbo. It's pretty big. It's 50 pounds. It's kind of dumb how heavy it is, but it's a VS Racing turbo. That kind of hints as to why I also got the blow off valve wastegate from VS Racing, because I was like, you know what, turbo came from there. I'll get those. It'll be good. Everything will be fine. But this is pretty sweet. I'll throw in some shots of that because I'm not going to stand here and spin it around and everything. But we're going to make a lot of power with this. So I'm very excited about this turbo and very excited to get it on the truck, and just it's going to be awesome, which is also the reason why I'm going with the bigger motor. 6.0 is going to spool this turbo up a lot better, and the cam that I went with, which I'll show you here in a second, is going to spool this turbo up really nicely as well. Next things that we have is, well, I don't know which box is which. There's a trunnion upgrade. These are my, they sound like my push rods. Brian Tooley Racing stuff, and then a spring pack, 660 springs. So that's going to be awesome. These springs, the trunnion upgrade, the push rods, and then the Scoggin Dickey LS7 lifters. Hopefully the valve train is going to hold up great. So I only have one of these right now. This is the driver's side header for Prism Mike. I'm going to have a crossover tube going up to the passenger side, and that's where the turbo is going to sit, is on that passenger side header. It's going to have a T6 flange on it. The thing is I got these from Huron Speed. They're great quality. Like, this is a really cool header, and just seeing the pictures of what the other, the turbo header, the one that it mounts on, it looks like some really nice quality stuff. The thing is though, is it takes them a couple of weeks to build the header before they send it out. So I ordered it a couple of weeks ago, so it should be on its way very soon. Oh my god, I'm very excited for it though. So I'm gonna grab two more parts that I couldn't even fit on the table, and give me 1 second. Alright, so we have here, it's a Summit brand cam. I did a lot of research on some camshafts and really went over what I wanted from this truck. I want this thing to spool fast, right? So I found the right cam with the right measurements, and I went back and forth from different companies and stuff, and really there ain't a whole lot different than this cam right here for what I'm doing in this application right now. So pulled the trigger on this Summit camshaft, and man, I'll tell you what, pretty alright, you know. So very excited to get that in here. Hopefully with this turbo we'll still get a little bit of chop in the exhaust, because that's what you want. If you ain't parking lot pimping, then I don't even know why you're building your hot rod, you know what I mean? I'll sacrifice a little bit of horsepower performance wise to be parking lot pimping any day of the week, because there's just nothing cooler than pulling into the parking lot and you're just chopping away. Moving on to the next item. This thing's also heavy too. I'm putting more and more weight on this truck, and you're supposed to be losing it all, but I think with the power that I'm going to be making, it's going to make up for itself a little bit and what it gains in weight. And I don't know if you can hear that, but there's this chicken outside just going crazy right now. So we have here a 4-inch intercooler for the turbo. Pretty excited about it. I'm pretty sure from my fingers here is 31 inches wide, so pretty big. I'm gonna have to probably make this fit on my core support, because I am gonna have to trim some stuff up, which is okay, you know, saving weight, right? Alright, so I know I'm kind of going all over the place with a bunch of different parts and everything and just rambling about all this stuff, but I do have a little bit of an announcement to make. We have 2 companies that are now on board with, actually we got more than that, but I got 2 that I haven't announced to anybody yet. I got some on my Instagram page that you guys know about, Crankshaft Roasters. They're going to be providing me with all the coffee and caffeine that I need to get through this build, because I have a whole lot to do and I don't have a lot of time to do it, so I'm going to be losing some sleep. Got some coffee to keep me awake. Crankshaft Roasters is an awesome company. If you head over to my Instagram account, you can find the link in my bio, and actually I'll throw a link in the bottom in the description of this video for a discount code on their website. So you guys go over and use that discount code if you like coffee. Some good stuff. I can vouch for it. I've been drinking it. I actually completely ran out and they're sending more on the way because I drank all the dang coffee. So, alright, so my next sponsorship announcement is Quick Performance. We have a Quick Performance 9-inch rear end getting built right now, and it is going to be shipped to the house. So Prism Mike's getting a 9-inch rear end. It's going to be stout. It's not going to have any problem holding all the power that I want to throw at it. So these guys partnered with me and so they'd build me a rear end for the truck. So I'm very excited. Thank you, Quick Performance, for getting that built and getting it on the way. My next announcement is Holley Performance. Holley's on board. We got sponsored by them. So we're getting a bunch of parts that I just confirmed the order for like an hour ago, and those parts are all on the way. So they're helping me out. We got some fuel system parts. We got a new dash for the truck. We got the new Pro Dash for the truck, and we have a gauge bezel that's going to bolt right into, so that's going to be awesome. Really clean up the interior of the truck a lot. And fuel injectors. Got a lot of horsepower we're making, so we need fuel injectors for that. We got a couple of other little things on the way from Holley, but we'll unpack that stuff as it gets here, and I'll let you guys see that in one of the future videos. So thank you to Holley. I appreciate you guys working with me. Quick Performance, Holley, you guys are awesome. Crankshaft Roasters, QA1, as always. We're going to try to get a QA1 rear suspension setup for the 9-inch here soon. I probably won't be able to get it all together before LS Fest Texas, but I'm going to try. Got a lot on my plate right now, so we're going to do everything we can. No matter what, at some point we're getting the QA1 stuff on the truck, because that's going to help a lot. One, it all looks cool. Everything QA1 looks awesome. But 2, I think is going to help a lot with a lot of the traction. We're going to have adjustability in our shocks. So just great all the way around. Thank you to these companies. You guys are awesome. Alright, so thank you guys very much for watching this channel. Thank you to all these sponsors again for helping me out. And you guys are going to have a lot of content coming your way. We got a lot to do on this truck. We're basically rebuilding the entire truck. So we're going to get all of this done as fast as possible, because right now it is the end of February at the time of recording this, and I'm going to be gone back and forth in April. So there's going to be a lot of days that I won't be able to work on the truck. So we have March and half of April to get this truck completely rebuilt before May, so that way I can go test it a little bit and have some time on it and some driving time. So we got a lot of work to do. Hope you guys stick around, subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the like, and I'll see you in the next video.